Atalo whātu I mamalu le au mai mo le nei a fiafi o le Folauga e au nei le mamalu o tangata Samoa e ala I tala o atina e isi o tātou tunu o Samoa. Whapele tele o fuafuanga le nei tunu. E au ngā mo le tātou soifua maloloina le lei, ai maise le atina ina o ainga. O I tātou le whapongai, I o tātou o langa fo I a fiai. O le autu leo le neipolo kalame na ia whailoa, whamalamalama, malongolongo puia li I vaenga tāua o le nonofo ai ni le nei tunu. Ia whai mata iala e te tala ai le tātou wa ai I le ata tele ai le o le whapuma mo. A tātou malamalama I le ata tele lea, e le uma le whetuleni mai o manatu ma mawhauwhaunga le lei. E ma whai eo na tātou whatinoina tūlanga tāla whenga I le lei, mō le tamao ainga o tātou tangata nuu Samoa I Aotearoa nei. Ona o le uti o le taimi, ia ua whatasi mai, le whionga palitele Leslie Petaya Prestene o le Football Federation Samoa. Ia whapele whionga autu Andy Ripley, officer Sili Letumau, Deputy CEO, e talanoina le ta'alonga soka I Samoa. Talofa lava to our English-speaking audience. Folauga or the Voyage program aims to communicate relevant information to generate interest and raise awareness within the Pacifica communities, encourage passion for education, business ventures, understanding social and economic issues impacting our communities. Most of all, the importance of collective relationships within New Zealand to achieve economic prosperity. This show was made possible by Foundation North, Vuxit and Porridge Civil Engineering, the Voyage Media Limited, and Face TV. Welcome, greetings. Our guest here is the president of the Samoa Soccer Federation, Palitele. Welcome to our program. And also here with us is the Deputy CEO, O2, Andy Ripley, to share more about the state of soccer in Samoa. Malo soifua O2.
Yeah, soifua manuia lau talainga fata pa ia lava ia inga sa ngau le feai. Na tai to luo fata ma mono ia mese foi le vanga nao le tu la fale ma le malu ia tu sa mau patala fatu ia patala fatu foi le malu ma pa ia le tato atu no lo fa mai mon fa fo mai le ni tu la le as
Hallo.
Ole tato pokalame ne taiau.
Ia whaftai. Football soccer Samoa, the president, would you be able to lay out, talk about the layout of the organization right now, the office holders, board of governors, as we move forward, especially with Sub-Pacific Games just around the corner in Samoa, and also the relationship with other organizations like the OFC, the FIFA organization?
Thank you, Fata. In terms of governance structure for football in Samoa, there are 5 executive members. Those 5 executive members are made up of 5 presidents of each club that have been nominated in as executive members. And apart from those 5 executive members, there is a vice president and also a president. So altogether there are 7 members of the executive committee. That's the basically the governing body of Football Federation Samoa. And then we have a secretariat, which is headed by a general secretary or chief executive officer who looks after the secretariat.
Before it was called Samoa Soccer Association, what's the purpose of switching to the current name?
I think it all was part of rebranding in terms of, as some of you may be aware, there was a normalization period in Samoa, and part of that, once Samoa went through that phase of normalization, what came with it was a rebranding or a name change in terms of football in Samoa.
And also the relationship with other organizations globally.
Yes, that's correct.
Tā ua ia le avanoa autu, ia le pensau no le whiunga le presidente, ile ua lewa le whaalapuliputonga, ia le tūlanga fo ile ngata la ile whenga iai ma le atina ina o le tālonga soka I Samoa. Ai mese fo le wā I whafo, ia mai si whalaputonga o la sau sisila iai fo le la tonu tausanga na amata i le whalaputonga soka.
Ia whaftaira whata mo whafsili. Ia pia ona lau ilo le te leo wafo. I tono Samoa le soka sa whawhaina le tasiva ono walu. Ta tonu ma whawhau tu atu sa amata mai ai. Ia. Ona sa waila ia o le whangau inga le soka tono Samoa. Ia tasiva walu ono na suatole fianga ia fiumata ese fo le World Cup i Mexico. Ia ina sa mawhai ona resitala ina alo ia i lalo le whaamalu ale FIFA. Ona to le stala ina lola i lalo le whaamalu malunga lo Oceania po le Oceania Football Federation, Confederation. I le tasiva walu ono alea.
How's the relationship with FIFA, President?
At this stage, I'd say it's quite strong.
Okay.
I think the way FIFA looks at Samoa, especially as a member of OFC, and also the way OFC looks at Samoa, there's huge potential. Huge potential for Samoa to develop as a football nation. As you're all aware that we're not really that strong in our Oceania region, but that's our mission, is to try and improve our standing not only within OFC but also in the FIFA rankings.
O le tāua ia au tua o le tūlanga tele stāleni o ia tātou whaawa wina le tālong. Wa ato mana tu fo lau whionga le presidente mes fo iau tū mai ai tau sanga vai o te mantua vai te mai ai le fits fulu mon tupu ese le o le ola i o le tālonga ma tō tele tāleni ia alewa vai atu nei ese le tāua fo ele teimi nei ona wa amata mai ai ia onga malalo ia inga ma tūlanga pena le lango fo le tūlanga soka. La se tele se tāleni o iai fo ngale mole anga i lumole. Pelan sa no le presidente o le tātou tūlanga i tono le OFC ia fa pe fo ila le sila mai malwa vai mai le FIFA i le tūlanga fo le atina ina o le tālong.
Ni whaftai whata mo le whafsili. Taim nei moni la walsau noanga tūlanga o tāleni o tono i Samoa. Langlango nyale i pokalame fo leo lo whangai o ia le tātou wharatonga i inu i tua ma tūlanga i le tātou mo telefo i sala whai. O loo mai tauina le toa tele o le tāleni o loo mawhai ona mai tauina. Ai peta e le i tua lo tau mwhai le asosoka Samoa. I en mawhai ona au o ti e pokalame fo e ati na ina le tāleni. Ia wha mautung wha mausali e te tūlanga lea. I mai le tūlanga o lea foi. O le vaenga laiti. E wha asosolo fo le vaenga matua. O le tūlanga taimi nei le tātou i le pokalame. O lo sawa pokalame ma le tūlanga o la loi for sefulu. Whaasolo i lunga la loi for sefulu fitu ma sefulu iwa. Pe taila lo o pe o ngata i ngā tūlanga me o lo tā pena la le tātou asosi. Ia mawhai ona to e so ina le tu i le vaenga le matua. Ma whaawa wina to ila ia o i tūlanga au whiwhiria fo le a Samoa. Ai tele tale no lo Samoa.
Any role of the Samoa government so far? And if there is, would you elaborate on that?
The government of Samoa does play a huge role in terms of development, not only in soccer but also other sports. For example, the land that our headquarters and fields are located, that's actually that's actually government land. Okay. And also we work in partnership with government ministries in terms of, for example, Ministry of Education. They support our programs by driving it out to the schools. Also, the teachers' times that have been made available so that Football Federation Samoa can come into the schools. So it's definitely a very, very good partnership. I mean, I guess without the support of government, soccer in Samoa won't thrive as it is.
Like any other sport in our small island nation, eh?
Definitely.
Also, the Prime Minister is a patron, or what's his role within the organization? Or
yes, our Prime Minister is the patron of Football Federation Samoa. So he's well aware of things that are happening in terms of development, in trying to move the game forward, and
Tā ua ia au tū a whawhonga tātua tunu. O le tā ua fo le o le peon sao no le whionga le presidente. O le lango le malo. Wa le pose li lo fo ile fa fonga sa mo ta po inga e pe sa no presidente ole lango le malo i ta longa e wa ele tau fa ilo ina ele te le ta ma ai ngol ta tu no tu langa sponsors e ole o va tanga te foi company tu langa ben ale malo e pe na te le o nga ole lango sua al malo ya mes foi la le fiong al pal mi o to militino fa ta si foi tu langa tau atina ina ele ngata mai lalo ya onga e saua i lunga i kalapum tu langa ben ale vai mai foi la tu no i faf
Fata, sa le atu langa le piona tu le sa no le fionga presidente fa tu langa le ile fa nga pa anga le ale soka Samoa ia mal malo nga ta we tu langa fo le ole tu le malo nga fa malato pio la tu le nga batau le la tina ino ta longa so sta longa tu no Samoa ia ve la le tu langa fo le tatu soka ia o le malo te le langa nga luenga fo le fai awala na ngoinga male atina ina fo le sosoangi ia nga ile soka Samoa fo awa na pokalame fata tia.
The Federation Samoa Football and New Zealand Football Association, is there a connection? Is there a relationship, sporting context, that sort of thing? I mean, as nearly 200,000 Samoans resided in New Zealand as we speak. And are they part of the drive and also the development of soccer?
Well, definitely there is a connection with New Zealand football. As most are aware of, a lot of our players, that have been picked for the Samoan teams are based in New Zealand or play for New Zealand clubs.
Yeah.
And there have also been other local players that have come to New Zealand and have played for New Zealand teams. So definitely, we as members of OFC try and work in partnership with each other. We're only small islands, but I guess when we band together and support each other in terms of what they can assist, I know they've had some changes, and with the new president and CEO on board, they're willing to help in terms of smaller nations. And they're doing really well on the world stage at the moment.
Okay. Is it fair to say that the nurturing and the development of young Samoans and Tongans and Pacific Islanders who prefer to play soccer, New Zealand is responsible, especially New Zealand-born young ones who really like to be part of our island nation sporting teams and such?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'd say they play a role in nurturing the players, coaching, in terms of their developments, and I guess once the time comes for a player to choose which country they play for, I guess when one opportunity closes, another one opens for other islands like Samoa, and that's a good thing in terms of sharing the players that we have. Yeah.
Falling on Bayo to a person, old president or tele of sort of English of New Zealand, ele possibly Luis Futanong, or the Sokaya, a Silta, or for all sort of English New Zealand, or Siosingapa, Angam too long of a pair, a message for ally too long of Ole, Yalum Fana, or Fear, or for Natu, Alato Talini, Mangava, Fiata, Alomos more Il Tano Sok.
Malo, Fata, now, the Tonu, now. Wa mafai ona sauno atu le fionga presidente tulanga o le tule na no fa fifa popo atu ia o le fai pa ngale le malo Samoa ma New Zealand ia ile o se me tau fa iloina e tulanga le pe ta to tu le treaty of friendship pe o sa o tato i lalo o New Zealand le vai taimi o fa kolonisi na vai tau ta tono ma fa ia o ina le fa vai o sosoani foi ma finga pa anga New Zealand ma sa mo sosoani foi tu ta longa ele nga kanga soka fa pena ho ini so ta longa.
When we come back, we'll talk more about Sub-Pacific Games and soccer Samoa. Tatu to foi mai ia la tatu tala no fa wau ile tulanga o ia ile ta penanga Samoa malan soccer. Ia mo ta longa al Pasifika o lo lumana nei ile ni tu sa. Welcome back. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching this new venture for our Pacific communities. And also, big thank you to our sponsors, Foundation North, and also Books and Porridge Company Limited. And they make this initiative happen. And more importantly, the television, Face Television, for their courage in trying to bring more Pacific content on New Zealand televisions. Let's talk about Mr. President and also your current CEO about selection of your players, Samoan players overseas. What are you doing around that in terms of the talent that were people who were born here and live here and wanted to be part of Samoan teams?
Yes, in terms of eligibility of players, as you know, there are certain criteria that FIFA has laid out in terms of players being made eligible for each particular country, and those conditions or those rules apply to Samoa. There's opportunities for our overseas-based players to come and try out for our national teams. The doors, very well open for them to come and try out if they they're willing to take that path. Definitely, there is availability in terms of
how can they be part of that in terms of who should the people speak to and talk to in order to present the talent?
There's we have a website, footballsamoa.ws. There's also if you go online, there are contacts available that you can make contact with the federation headquarters or the general secretariat, and from there they're able to touch base with those players overseas and discuss things that the requirements in terms of being made available for Samoa
or any other Pacific nation for that matter.
Yes, there are conditions. There's also OFC headquarters in Auckland. For other island players that want to represent their island nations, definitely OFC is the contact point. If they can't make contact with their MAs or mother associations in the islands.
Okay. Ta ua il vaenga leo sa no il presidente fa fonga ta tu no au tu. O le to tele alum fa nau. E manai ainga o manatu fo ele o ye ta leni. Em fa ona fa nga ina le lau sa no il presidente. A le ta ua fo ele o le fa fena to filfilia. O ye ini au to tangata inei e la to te mata i tuina ma vaia. La to ave el fa mo mo foi nem fa ilo atu pe ona sa no president
fata o tulang time nei elo yini ia ni fo nei o te nei pe ona lau silfia por fa fonga tu no le bona ia le swinga le o le pinga palo tai I fe tono Samoa ia time nei la lo amata le mu o le tulanga le eligibility rule fo le I tamta alo po te ta alo fi mana o e ta alo mo Samoa ia lo tala lava noa ai ia vaenga fo le I tu e fai ona na mafai ona fa malienga po vaenga le tu la fono fai fa malienga ia le la tu ia e mafai ona fa so ta ia tu ele football Samoa ile la to website po la to email ia na fa la ulo mai la io vaenga ia fo le mafai ona fa malienga ia awale fia le mana mi fo le tulanga eta fita alo mo Samoa
ole tulanga ole the Sub-Pacific Games and Samoan preparations, where are you at?
Currently, in terms of preparation, we're on target in terms of our projects for our main stadium, which will be used for the games. The fields are ready to go in terms of, but we have a infrastructure project that's just underway. It will be completed in the next few weeks. So everything's in line for for the start of the Pacific Games.
This is the infrastructure of
yes, infrastructure in terms of preparation for the games, stadiums, fields, and equipment that will be used. So the teams are also preparing. I hear that other island nations have already tournaments lined up prior to the games. So they're well in preparation mode, well prepared for the games. So it will be a challenge, I guess. Samoa being the host, there's a lot of expectations, on the hosting nation. New Zealand will also be part of that tournament. They're bringing their under 23, under 23 team. I guess it'll be a good tournament to test the level that the island teams are at in terms of New Zealand's standing. Yeah.
So for the infrastructure, as you alluded to, is it the OFC and FIFA part of this in terms of contributing to the preparations, infrastructure-wise?
Yes. The project is fully funded by FIFA.
Okay.
FIFA came on board and looked at it. They want the facilities to be of international
standards. Okay.
So it'll be the dressing rooms will just be like the dressing rooms overseas and in New Zealand in terms of the standards. So FIFA has minimum requirements in terms of the facilities. So those are the standards that is required by FIFA for Samoa to host a Tier 1 tournament.
O le tāua ia, o le tau tāpenanga lea pusano le presidente. Ia, lea pusano le presidente le tūlanga fo le tāpena i no Malai, ia o le paka o stadiums tūlanga wapena. A whawhe le tūlanga fo le sinau pusano anga au tū fo i le au. E tangata alo ina ia peon sano le presidente. Te tauna si fo le tātou whātinonga fo le tātou tā alo wa tātou le tali malo, le host. A last tūlanga o ia le tāpenanga le au. Au tama ma le au teine.
Kaftai whata tūranga leo tāpena ino au tā alo taimi nei. O le taimi nei o i saina i le au tama mateine, le training squads ia. O lo i lato pokala me mo le fitu vai aso, pe lumi masfulu aso e toe malangatu lai sa mo le aso ono o mei. I o le auna tama mateine.
Ko le ninga?
Ko le nina rea o waiele sasoani lea wofo ina mai maloa o saina i au ta alo uma a Samoa.
Unia o le fitness, o le technical side of things, o me umfa pena?
Sa o le lapa, o tūlanga na o le upenga inga fo le tāleni, to e whauina o le tāleni ia o le tū tau whaia onga, ma le tū tau management. Ia manisi o i tū fo ia o inala i sainga lo o whaia ia to le ninga ia o au ia lua. Pei tai o teimi nei, o le aso tala tua nafina tu whatsi ele au resi training squad lea e le sunga le whaia onga i nei au kilani. I le au lea teine. E o lo whatinoina i la tupo kalame le i le afo i le ofisa fo le pono whanga wha mautu lea le Oceania Football Confederation i Oneanga. Mo le vai aso atoa nei i o lo i fo nisi o suyo Samoa o wai mai i le tūlanga fo o lunga le pulenga i lo ia nisi fo i o players umala wa awe i tonga o i saina. Ia ona whapela i le fufuanga staimi o lumana e na tu whaatasila i o au ia lua o na whaatino i nei leo o le tūlanga fo leo la to final trials.
Okay, you have spoken about the grassroots development in Samoa from the grassroots level. How much do you do with the women's soccer in Samoa?
In terms of women's football, we're trying. We're trying. It's women's football has been given priority by FIFA. As some of our viewers may be aware of, the current head of women's football was the former General Secretary or Chief Executive of Football Federation Samoa, Miss Sarai Berman. She, when she was with Football Federation Samoa, she started the drive for women's football. We're improving. I can say that it's not at the level that it should be, but there's huge potential to develop the women's game in the islands, and I guess in the OFC region, but worldwide, generally. And that's an area that FIFA has really stepped up in terms of funding. There's huge potential, and a real good example is the New Zealand women's team.
Yeah, under 17. Yeah.
Under 17 that's
Which,
currently doing really well. They're playing really strong football nations.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the benchmark for women's football in not only the region but also in Samoa.
Yeah.
So we're driving it. That's part of one of our priority areas is to develop the women's game in the islands as part of the general development of football in Samoa.
Sa no le fiong le presidente o le Federation Football Soccer Samoa ia i le tāua o le antinaina ma le whauawina o le tālonga soccer i tamaitai ia po nai tūwhawhine foi. Ia ono le tātou teimi watu la no nei lau fiong le presidente ia sau nang whaiu ia your final word to our Samoan community and also our Pacific communities wanted to know more about the sports of football soccer in Samoa.
E mo le atu le nganga whawhitai ia o au nei ia ma le usofo ia autu ia mo le nei avanoa whaaulo ua maua o le whatatanoa inga lea o le tālonga soccer i Samoa. Would like to thank Fata and for this opportunity that you've given to Football Federation Samoa to come on board, and also to our sponsors, to our Pacific Island viewers. Thank you for the opportunity to elaborate in detail of some of the things that Football Federation Samoa is trying to develop in terms of its development in the islands, but also within our Pacific communities in New Zealand. Thank you.
Thank you. A final word?
Ia, la le fasilia se whamtalango le naua tu le sau noa le whiunga presidente. Pa ole ia mo le whaftai tele whata mo le avanoa me se fo ia tato sponsors. Ia me se nei a la leo a walawa le whatatana no le talonga soka i Samoa te nei ia. Le malu tato atunu ia. E wat fo le malu puenga se nganga o le tauta mali i rau tau si sila. Ma tau te palulu atu ai ai mo e umo lo fia si le talongo le o soka ia fa sota ia tu i le ofisa i Samoa i le Samoa Football Federation Samoa i luna lato penga pailang ia ameseni se o le telefoni lua iwa tolu pa fa pe Samoa alo tala la vanoa ia lom fa nauma me fo i lo fia fai mea atu po fia mafuta fo i le soka Samoa ia male nganga fa lo
After Samoa, thanks for watching. We'll see you same time next week. Thank you.